Come exercise with me while we talk about Proverbs chapter 1. So at verse 10, it says, "My son, if sinful men entice you, do not give in to them. If they say, 'Come along with us, let's lie and wait for innocent blood. Let's ambush some harmless soul. Let's swallow him alive like the grave and whole, like those who go down to the pit. We will get all sorts of valuable things and fill our houses with plunder. Cast lots with us. We will all share the loot. My son, do not go along with them. Do not set foot on their paths, for their feet rush into evil. They are swift to shed blood." This is something that speaks volumes to me because, aside from it just talking about, I guess, the concept of your friends or our friends enticing us to hit licks, do illegal things, hurt people in a violent way, right? I think it calls attention to a bigger heart issue that we see that's not even in the illegal or violent sense of literally friends enticing you to take advantage of other people. We see this in a lot of different ways. We see this in relationships, friends enticing you to try to get as much as you can out of your girlfriend or wife. If you're dating your girlfriend, if y'all marry your wife, and always trying to see how much more you can get or push the needle further if you don't have good, godly friends, right? Talking about get rich quick schemes that involve lying, involve cheating, involve throwing somebody else under the bus. I was actually watching a short today. There was this older gentleman. He was talking about anybody who has become a billionaire within their current lifetime, and it's not old money, it's new money. They had to stiff somebody or some group of people to be able to accomplish such a thing. And when I really thought about it, and being that I work in sales, that makes a lot of sense. When it comes to accumulating money and wealth, and honestly just like power in general, doing so in a short amount of time, a lot of times it does call for brute force. It does call for harshness. It does call for, honestly, a person willing to take advantage and get over on other people, manipulate people, things of that nature. And that's not cool. And so when I look at my life and I'm looking at where I sit right now, I think I could say the biggest thing that I've had to face is looking at myself and making the decision that I'm not willing to compromise on my relationship with God and my faith, and that I'm not willing to compromise my responsibility to other people for the sake of personal gain or the sake of moving forward or the sake of getting power or getting money or getting respect. I realized that though those things can make a person feel good for a season, though those things can bless you, and I don't even say bless you because I don't want it to seem like it's coming from God, though those things can be beneficial to you in the season, the aftermath that comes along with those things not only is detrimental to others, but also detrimental to us. We really do reap what we sow. Every person that you had to screw over to get what you have, more than likely, not even just answering that to God, you're more than likely going to have to either answer for that while you're still alive, or your family's going to have to answer for that. Every person that you had to lie to, every person that you had to manipulate to get to where you are right now, not only will you have to answer for those things, but you're going to have to continue to perpetually put yourself down that hole to maintain those things. And these are concepts that I think I constantly regurgitate, but it's just because it's facts. You really do reap what you sow. And so when it comes to this concept of friends enticing us to do things that we shouldn't do to others, enticing us to manipulate, enticing us to shed blood, whether that be robbing, stealing, or killing, whether that be lying to, manipulating precious sales, even selling falsely products, just being a dishonest, distrustful person and putting somebody else or throwing somebody else under the bus for personal gain. I can't rock with it personally. And I'm glad this is a lesson that I started learning at a younger age, that you can't do bad and expect good to come from it. You can't hurt people and expect healing and good things to come from it. If you get the money through blood, you're gonna have to keep the money through blood. And I promise you, that's no way to live. And so my encouragement to you on today, man, specifically black man, of course other men watch this, but especially to my black men, bro, not that you are going out and you have friends that are enticing you to do illegal things, shed blood, different things like that. But this is literally to any man who has individuals who are trying to get you to put your time and energy into doing anything that is harmful to others, number one, and then number two, pulling you away from the calling and the path that God has placed in your life, bro. There's literally no way that you can go down that path, and I'm speaking from experience. There's no way you can go down those paths in any direction and it result in a beneficial manner in the mid-term to long term. You might have a couple days, couple weeks, couple months of feeling like you're on top of the world, but I promise you that mess will come crashing down. And so on today, be mindful. Be mindful of the things that the people are saying to you. Be mindful of the things that your bros and your guys are trying to include you in. And then ask yourself the question, what's the result of this thing that they're saying to me? What's the result of this action that we're contemplating taking together? What's the result of the way we're spending this time? What's the result of even the conversation that we're having? Where is this going to land me? Where could this land me? And if you can clearly see that it's not anything fruitful, it's not anything that God can get the glory out of, not anything that can expand the kingdom of heaven on earth, that can expand love, it can expand godly wisdom, can expand discipline, can expand obedience, bro. It may not be something that you want to spend your time with. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna scratch that. It is not something that you would want to spend your time with, but that's just my 2 cents. But as always, this ain't the podcast, it's just a video. But my name is Avery Taylor. This is the Larger Than Logic channel, and I just appreciate y'all allowing me to be a part of your journey.